So you're dreaming of space, wide open skies, room for the kids to run, dogs to roam, maybe a shop or that dream garden, some chickens, or just some peace and quiet. I hear this all the time, especially from military families retiring in the Kansas City area. After years of living in tight base housing, this is the chance to stretch out, literally. People want freedom, and for a lot of folks, that means land. But here's what most people don't realize until they're deep into the process. Buying a house with acreage is a totally different animal. It's not like buying a regular home in a subdivision. There are trade-offs, extra costs, and a lot of things you need to check before you ever write an offer. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through what you really need to know about buying land in the Kansas City area, including the things people forget to ask until it's too late. If you're looking to learn more about the vibrant life and communities in and around Kansas City, you've come to the right place. I'm Payne, your local realtor and community enthusiast, here to give you the inside scoop on everything from the hidden gems of our neighborhoods to the bustling market trends. I get calls, texts, and emails every day from people just like you who are looking for help to make a move to the Kansas City area, and I absolutely love it. Whether you're buying, selling, or building in 1 week or 1 year, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send an email so that I can help you make a smooth move to Kansas City. Today, we're unpacking the nuances of buying acreage. Let's start with why this is even on your radar. Most people looking for land are craving space, privacy, a little peace and quiet. Maybe you want to have a few animals, build a big shop, or just not see your neighbors every time you walk outside. Maybe you want to avoid being part of an HOA. Acreage gives you freedom to park your RV on your property, freedom to work on your car or skip a week of lawn mowing. And especially for military families coming from years of government quarters or rentals, land represents lifestyle. It's the reward after years of sacrifice and moving, never really putting down roots or building something of your own. And hey, I get it. There's something about seeing your kids run around outside without worrying about traffic or noise, or sitting on your porch watching the sunset with nothing but trees in the distance and the occasional wildlife. It's a totally different kind of peace. But here's the thing that catches a lot of buyers off guard. If you want acreage, you might have to sacrifice some things in the house itself. Why? Because there's just not that much land available, and they're not making more of it. So when a property with 5 or 10 acres hits the market, it might not be a brand new build with quartz countertops and an open floor plan. You might find a solid, livable home that hasn't been updated in 20 years, or a floor plan that's not your favorite. But if the land is right, that might be the trade-off you make. I always tell my clients, you can update a kitchen, you can replace flooring, but you cannot manufacture more land. Another thing to understand, most acreage around Kansas City isn't in the city at all. It's in the county, and that means you're dealing with a whole different set of rules and systems. First, you're usually not on city water or sewer. You may have a well and a septic system. These require regular maintenance, and if they haven't been taken care of properly, they can be expensive to fix or replace. It's also likely you'll be on propane rather than natural gas. That involves a propane tank that is either leased from the gas company or owned by the homeowner. Trash pickup? Maybe, maybe not. Some rural areas don't have weekly pickup, so you're driving your trash to a transfer station. Internet? That's a big one. Some areas don't have high-speed service, and if you work from home or your kids are online for school, that's something you need to know before you buy. And your emergency services, like fire or police, may come from the county or volunteer departments. Response times can vary. Living in the county can be amazing. You often get more freedom with zoning, so you can have animals or build a barn or even run a home-based business. Your property taxes could be lower than the city. In the county, you might be able to hunt on your property, but that freedom comes with trade-offs. Now let's talk money, because acreage can come with a few hidden expenses you don't deal with in the suburbs. Here are some big ones to budget for. First, the septic system. You absolutely need a specialized inspection, not just a regular home inspection. If the septic system is failing or undersized, you could be looking at $10,000 to $30,000 to replace it. In many counties like Leavenworth, Clay, and Wyandotte, septic inspections are mandatory when selling property. Typically, sellers get the honor of paying to pump out the tank. After all, they are the ones that filled it, and buyers get the thrill of paying to inspect it. Next, the well. You'll want to test water pressure and quality. Filters or softeners might be needed, depending on the area. If the property is fenced, great, but if it's not, fencing 5 acres in its entirety can cost tens of thousands, especially if it's uneven or wooded. Long gravel driveway, that'll need grading, especially after rain or snow. Some folks budget to do this once or twice a year. Our driveway is gravel, and we have gravel delivered and dropped every spring. Clearing the snow during winter months is hard on gravel. And don't forget equipment. You may need a riding mower, UTV, or even a small tractor, depending on how much land you're maintaining. Last but not least, internet. Rural broadband isn't always reliable. Satellite services like Starlink are an option, but they can be pricey and have wait lists in some areas. All right, so if you're still thinking, yep, Acreage is right for me, here's how to be a smart buyer. 1, get a proper septic inspection. Not every inspector knows what to look for. You want someone who specializes in these systems. 2, check the zoning. Don't assume you can have chickens, horses, or a detached building without checking the regulations. Thinking of building an additional structure? Find out what the right and left limits are during your due diligence or inspection period. Your realtor can help you with the research. 3, verify internet availability before you fall in love with the property. 4, find out who maintains the roads. Is it city, county, or private? Because if it is private, you and your neighbors are footing the bill for snow removal or repairs. 5, ask about the floodplain. Some land may look dry but still be in a flood zone, which could affect your insurance. And 6, be ready for the lifestyle. Owning land is amazing, but it's work. If you're prepared, it can be the most rewarding kind of ownership out there. Buying a home with land in the Kansas City area, whether you're looking in Leavenworth, Basehor, Piper, Platte City, or Parkville, can be an incredible move, but only if you go into it with your eyes wide open. The land might be perfect, but the house might need work. You might be outside city limits with a septic system and trash pickup. You might have to give up some modern conveniences to get peace and privacy. But if space, freedom, and a quieter lifestyle are your priority, then it might be exactly what you've been looking for. If you're thinking about buying a home with Acreage, I'd love to help. There's a link in the description for a free home value report and a quick way to schedule a call with me. No pressure, just a strategy session. And if you're still exploring, check out my next video where I talk about new construction, because if you find land, you might just need to build a house to go with it. See you soon.